Hello there and welcome to a brand new hobby streak. We're starting this week with day 2098, and last night I continued my hobby streak by actually being the GM of a game of There's Something Wrong with the Chickens, which was great fun. This week, however, we're going to continue with the Marvel Zombies Sheild Troopers. There's a boatload of them, as you can see, and my paintbrush isn't quite good enough to actually deal with the level of detail. I do have two on ordered, but they still haven't been dispatched yet. They won't get dispatched today because it's currently a bank holiday in the UK. So fingers crossed for tomorrow. In the meantime, I'm going to continue struggling with this paintbrush. The problem is, it's a nice paintbrush, but it's just not good enough for the small level of detail work that I really need to do when I actually start fully painting the white, because I'll explain later, but it's just not, there's something wrong and there's something off with it. I got the first 7 female troopers done, and I got 2 more done of the next line, so we're getting there slowly but surely. I've got about 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, about 12 left to do the sort of the grey for, and then we can, hopefully we'll have the brush to actually start moving on the actual proper paintwork. The other problem I'm having with painting these guys is, of course, it's fairly monotonous, to be completely honest, because they're all wearing exactly the same outfit, so there's not really much variation, so it is getting a little bit boring. And the main problem with this brush is, you can't really notice it in the video, but it does ever so slightly hook at the end, making it really difficult to have full control. I also thought I'd play a quick game of Masters of the Universe Fields of Eternity, because I've had it for a while and I've never actually tried it, so I thought I'd check it out. I'm alone, so I tried the solo mode. It's fun, and it's quite a fun game, but it's not as good as the Masters of the Universe Battleground. Today is 2099, and I'm going to continue with the Sheild Troopers. Still no dispatch on my paintbrushes, so I'm going to have to struggle as I go along. I'm going to finish off the female, I think the second female, nope, these are the last set of male troopers, doing all the grey sear for that in preparation for the white. And I tried to get a shot of my problem that I'm having. It's usually horrific camera work. It's trying to get in focus, basically. As you can see, possibly see, it's hard to say if you can see, but the very tip of the paintbrush is hooked, which means it's incredibly difficult to maintain sort of progress and sort of it being super neat. But I'll muscle through. I finished off the male and I started the female, but to be honest, it's a struggle with this brush, and I'm starting to get frustrated, so I needed a couple, and then I needed to take a break, so I stopped. Quite frankly, I was just getting too annoyed. It's also super hot in my flat as well, and I absolutely hate heat. This flat just traps heat, so during the summer expect me to be complaining quite a lot. And yeah, so I had to stop, basically. However, it is quite nice and warm outside, so I went ahead and sprayed some more stuff. Some more Marvel Zombies, a couple of bits of Crisis Protocol, and see the Knights for the Bretonians, the last unit I need to do. Today is day 2100. I've got these remaining Sheild Troopers to sort out for the base coat of the grey. I'm not going to do any more than that because the paintbrush is garbage, so I'm going to work a little bit on the Mcfarlane figure. Probably just going to do the backpack, get that out of the way, because I really don't know what I'm going to do with the shoulder pads, to be honest. I don't know whether to paint it on, or see if I can find a transfer for the symbols. I absolutely hate this brush. That stupid hook that it's doing, basically, honestly, made me want to stop painting. I have got a dispatch email, so my stuff is arriving tomorrow, so I will have a new paintbrush tomorrow. So after I've done the remainder of these, I'm gonna use the new brush. But I really did nearly give up today. That's how horrendous that brush was. It really wasn't suitable at all. Well, I did relax and chill by adding some scratches and some edge highlights to the Mcfarlane figure. The backpack, the blue for the backpack is done. I just need to do some sort of silver chips here and there, and then work on the other details. So there we are. Unfortunately, there's loads of cleanup to be done with these guys because of the brushes that I've had to endure for the last couple of days. But I'll get it done, and they'll look fantastic. And then, well, I'm quite satisfied with this so far. I think it's looking quite nicely. I might start working harder on it in the next few weeks. The package from Zetu also arrived today, which is incredibly fast service. Inside are the 2 paintbrushes. I got a medium paintbrush, and I also got a synthetic small brush, but that's because that was the only one I got. Hopefully I can get that little point, or that little thing to a point. And I also bought a starter deck for Lorcana, because I bought my partner a load of stuff for our anniversary, and I got it into a point. Yay! Job sorted. Today is 2101, and obviously work's going to continue on these guys. I don't really know what to say anymore, because I'm just painting the same thing over and over again. It's a lot easier, obviously, with the newer brush. Not a big fan of the synthetic brush, to be honest. It's not that. It's okay, but I think I much prefer the I think it's horsehair brushes. They're a lot nicer to use. This is average at best, I think, but it's a little bit cheaper, and that's all they had in stock when I ordered it, so that's all I could use. But yeah, basically it's just more of the same. It's going to be like this for a few days. Today is 2102, and guess what I'm doing? More Shield Troopers. Oh boy, am I sick to death of these Shield Troopers. Ugh. It's so monotonous, my brain is melting. I'm starting to regret the decision to do all these in one go. Yeah, it's just, like I said, it's just more of the same. Just slogging along. We're getting there though. We're getting there. The only problem is my heart's not fully in it. There's so much, because of the previous paintbrush, the older paintbrush. There's so much more that I need to like fix and go back to and tidy up after I've done all this white. So that's a little bit depressing. That's not going to take too long though. So once the white's out of the way, there's not going to be much left to do. It's just a load of skin, hair, and the shield badges, and then jobs are good. But yeah, there we go. More done. It's Saturday tomorrow, so I don't know how much I'm going to get done, because I only have around about an hour to do things. I also added some black to the Mcfarlane thing while I was watching Raw, catching up on that. But then, of course, my finger caught that and smudged all that, so I'm going to have to sort that out. Today is 2103, and obviously, you know, the trouble with batch painting is it can get really, really monotonous. We're getting there slowly, but my god, it has just sucked the life out of me. I'm also not feeling 100% today. Thankfully, I only have about an hour, so I don't have to endure much of this annoyance. But this is the reason why I chose to do these first, because I knew it was going to be pretty boring. It's always boring when you have to paint the same sort of color and the same sort of stuff over and over again. There's quite a lot of models there. But knock them out of the way, and then you've got all the fun stuff left to paint. So yeah, we're getting there slowly but surely. Hopefully I feel a little bit better tomorrow. Today is 2104, and I feel just as bad as I did yesterday, if not a little bit worse. I'm going to try and get as much done as I can with these guys, but when you're feeling rough and you're doing something that's really boring, it's not a good combination for getting sort of your enthusiasm high. So I'm going to try. I don't think I'm going to get it all done. I don't think I have the patience today. I'm like feeling really bunged up, and my neck hurts, and I just don't have the patience for it. So there we are. I've got 5 left. I know it shows 4 here, but there's actually one sitting behind me that I didn't notice. So it's one more to do. But once the white is out of the way tomorrow, I get to do the fun stuff like the skin and the badges, and it shouldn't take too much long. I'm also going to take a little bit of a break as well and work harder on the Mcfarlane thing. I think I need something wildly different to get away from what I've done now. So it's been a progressive week, but it's also been an incredibly boring week. So woo, go Tedium. If you've made it this far into the video, thank you so much. I'm sorry that it's been so boring. Believe me, I'm really sorry. And do tune in for next week when hopefully I'll have got it all finished and it'll be better. So yeah, thanks again. Very sorry, and goodbye for now.